Hey everybody, I'm Mr. JC1238 and welcome back to some more Pikmin. In the last episode, we started off and landed on the impact site and met the Pikmin for the first time. In this episode, we're going to head on over to the Forest of Hope and see what we can find here. Now, in the menu, I don't know if you saw, but in the map, there were a few stars underneath each of the names. That's how many ship parts are available in each of the areas. Um, if you saw the impact site, it had 2 stars, one that was already filled, and another that wasn't. Um, that means we do have another ship part over there, but we can't get it at the moment, so I'm not going to go back there for now. But right now, I'm going to set some Pikmin working on that, and I'm going to set the rest of these guys to break down this wall. Mr. Gorbachev. I'm sorry, that wasn't funny. But yeah, so as I was talking about in the last episode, these pellets have different colors. So for example, the pellet we just got, as you can see, gave us 2 Pikmin. But if we were to use the yellow pellet for the red Pikmin, then it would only give us 1 because it's the same color as the... because it's a different color, sorry, it's a different color as this onion. Oh. So right now we can just kind of leave them there for a little bit. Actually, instead of that, around the world you're going to see these little patches of grass. They may not look very important at first, but they actually have nectar, which can help the Pikmin power up. So if the Pikmin drink the nectar, they become flower Pikmin. Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produces a sort of yellow nectar. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent Pikmin favorite seems to be full of nutrition. Closer observation is needed to determine the strengths and peculiarities of these flower Pikmin. So yeah, these Pikmin are in general a lot faster and just a lot better in general because you can use them for a lot more things. So we have like 3 little non-flower Pikmin on a squad now, but you know, it's good enough. So let's just get them to finish breaking down that wall. And then we'll go find some stuff. So as you can see over here, we have another ship part, but it's guarded by enemies. And these are the very first enemies we've seen. These ones over here, the ones I'm whistling on right now, those are dwarf bulborbs. They're very small, like sort of the equivalent of Goombas in Mario. As you can see, if I just throw 1 Pikmin on them... Oh, sorry, if I actually get them. Okay. So I completely missed. But if you throw 1 Pikmin on top of them, they just die. So it's very simple to kill them. And then we can just set 3 guys working on them to bring it back. Now, this one's just a little bit difficult because we have a large bulborb, like a regular sized bulborb over here. The thing is, bulborbs are nocturnal, so they usually sleep when you get here. The problem is that we have the little baby bulborbs, the dwarf bulborbs. So if you don't kill them very fast and they make noise, they wake up the mother. Which is, you know, not what you want to do. Alright, so we found the Eternal Fuel Dynamo. It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. This is a required ship part, and it requires 40 Pikmin, so we can't get it at the moment. But what we can do is just get a bunch of pellets and nutrition. So yeah, enemies function the same way as the pellets. If you bring them back to the onion, then they will produce more Pikmin. I'm gonna leave these guys over here building the bridge for a while. But I'm gonna come back over here and get the Pikmin that I've already dropped off. So I have 11 Pikmin with me, so I'm gonna come over here and just pick up this 10 pellet. just so I can make sure that we have enough. And the Pikmin over there are building the bridge just fine. So it's all good. Now time to start plucking all these guys. And there is a lot of them. But as soon as they start bringing the other ones around, then we can just go over and get the ship art and bring it in. Now, a quick note about the nectar that I forgot to mention before. It can be used for an unlimited number of Pikmin, but it can also be used for a very small number. So it doesn't really have a number of Pikmin that it can give to. It can be as many as all of them or as little as one, depending on how well you manage to get them in. So as soon as the first one starts drinking the nectar, there's a limited amount of time that you have to actually go get the rest of them to become flowers. It's possible to get all the Pikmin in your squad to become flower Pikmin, but it's also possible that they don't. So as you can see, most of them got it there, but not all of them. Oh. Never mind, that was all of them. All right. Now we have those two over there in the bridge that are not flowers. But besides that, so I'm just going to set these guys from bringing this back. All but these few, so they can bring a few more pellets in. And then I'm going to put these guys again over here. So those ones over here, as you see, those pellets are changing color. They stop changing color as soon as you break them, like as soon as you break the stem. But after that, they're a set color. Oh, and we got our second ship part. The Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. How do candles work in outer space? I'm not sure, but we have 2 out of 30 parts. So, 3 more and we can increase the ship's capabilities and go to the next region. But for now, we're going to be working here for a while. Whoop. Alright, so I'm going to go check. I think they should have already finished the bridge. Yes, they have. So I'm going to call them back. And now, we're going to go kill this dwarf bulborb. Alright, so I've seen a lot of different ways of dealing with them, but personally my favorite one is just this. And there we go, done. Ta-da! So now we're gonna just put these guys to work on this. Although I'm gonna steal a few. I think this requires 10? Yes, it does, so I need a few more. Oh. Alright, so right now it's noon, so we're about halfway through the day, which means that we have about 8 minutes left of the day. So I have to start making sure that I'm monitoring all my time, making sure I have all my Pikmin by the end of the day. Besides that, doesn't really make much of a difference. Only thing that changes is the color of the sky. But alright, we got our 10 boys over here. I'm going to go back and pluck some extra ones. Now, there are, I believe, 2 ship parts that you're supposed to get on this second day. Or at least that you can get. But it is possible to go get a third one. Over here, there's the bulborb. And behind him, or I think inside of him, I'm not completely sure. But there's another ship part there. You're not supposed to be able to get it until you have a different type of Pikmin. But you can throw them up there and just go get them on the second day, sorry. So it's possible to do that, and I'm not sure I'm going to have time, so I might not try it. For now, I'm going to go over here. Call these Pikmin. Please don't miss. There we go. And would you look at that? It's another onion. but I'm gonna do that right after I take this guy out. There we go. So I'm gonna put these guys over here because I don't really have anything for them to do at the moment. Yep. So I'm gonna leave. Actually, no, I'm gonna take them with me. So now we have a new onion, a yellow onion, sprouting up off the ground. And you guessed it, it gives us a yellow Pikmin. Who would have thought? So right now I'm gonna disband my group over here so they don't get in trouble. This guy's just running over there anyway. Little bud. And we got yellow Pikmin. The color is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than the others. In what other ways might it be different from the red Pikmin? I must be sure to observe it closely. I can hold Pikmin for movement with A, then swap it, for a moment with A, then swap it for another by pressing B. So, spoilers, but the difference that this one has with the others is that it jumped, like it's able to be thrown way higher. So as you can see when I threw it, let me call it back for a moment. If I throw it here, you can see that it goes a lot higher than red Pikmin usually do. The other ability that they have is they're resistant to electricity. I don't remember if it's in this game or in the next ones, but I'm pretty sure it's in this one. And their other ability is that they can hold bomb rocks, which are the little rocks we saw over here. They have the ability to grab those and then have them be thrown. Besides that, not really much else. They're pretty good jumpers, but we're not going to need that many of them. Let's pick these last few up. And then when we get 10, I'm going to break down these pellets, actually. I'm going to pick up these bomb rocks. Yes, so that's what I'm going to tell you about. The yellow Pikmin have picked up some peculiar stones. Why did they decide to grab them? This action seems to be instinctive to the yellow Pikmin. But just what are these strange glowing stones? Brightly glowing cracks cover them. Yeah, so basically, like I just said, they are bomb rocks. As you can see down here, these Pikmin have bomb rocks, so if I throw it, they explode. The glowing rocks the yellow Pikmin picked up seem to be explosive stones. Perhaps they know that these stones can be used as powerful weapons. The bomb rocks are dangerous, so I must take care when using them, but they should be able to blast open the stone walls that block the pathways. I may even be able to use them against some of the wild creatures. Yes, so what this is saying is, these bomb rocks can damage both Olimar and the Pikmin, so you have to be really careful when you're using them. I've had times where, in my first few playthroughs, where I didn't pay attention, and I accidentally destroyed most of my squadron in a single blow. It was about 50 or 60 Pikmin that I killed in one shot. It really was not pretty. And one more. So now we have all these paths open. Alright, now we have all these guys. I'm gonna set them over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. And then 3. Alright, I'm gonna go get my red Pikmin. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to go get the other part that I was talking about, but we're gonna do that in the next day, so it doesn't matter. Let's see, let's kill these guys really quick. And then we have our next enemy, which I believe are called the Sheer Wigs or the Sheer Grubs. I'm not completely sure. Oh, there's a whole lot of them. Let's just kill them all. Oh no, we lost. Did we lose Pikmin? Yes, we are losing Pikmin. Oh no, we are losing a lot of Pikmin. All right. Anyway, really quick, next ship part. Well, so this was already an awful day. Oh no, there's another sheer. Alright, this is the whimsical radar. With this, I'll be able to see all the nearby ship parts in a single glance. I just press plus to check it. Yeah, so this is going to give us a map. Right now, as you can see, there's nothing really there. When we get it, it's going to give us a map of the area, as well as... Oh no. As well as a way to, like, a little stars indicating where each ship part is. Alright. I have made yet another Pikmin-related discovery. Just when I was about to exceed 100 Pikmin in the field, the onion stopped expelling seeds, yet the number of Pikmin continued to climb. It seems that once there are 100 Pikmin in the field, subsequent seeds get stored inside the onion. Thus, no more than 100 Pikmin can be in the field at any one time in any area. So yes, so what that's saying is, as you can see, I have 100 Pikmin right now, and I cannot get any more out. I have to put some back in before I can get others. What that means also is that any Pikmin that are added because I bring back enemies or pellets, they just stay inside of the onion and get sprouted automatically. So that's actually a little more efficient. Alright. So now this one's talking about sunset. At the end of the day, any Pikmin that are near the onions or in the dolphin, they will be able to go back home. But if you don't have them in your group, or they're just loose somewhere in the world, then they will be left behind and you will not be able to keep them for the next day. So I'm going to call these guys over here and I'm going to sprout all these guys before I run out of time. Hopefully we get that second ship part in on time. And hopefully we didn't leave any Pikmin behind. We seem to be good right now. So we have all these Pikmin over here. Alright. Now, I don't think I'm going to sprout... Oh, there we go. Next ship part. Whimsical radar. This important part can detect the locations of other missing parts. The radar will be added to my monitor, which I can press plus to view. Up or down on the D-pad zooms in and out. Alright, so we have 3 out of 30 parts already on day 2. And if we get 2 more, we can go to the next region. So I believe right now, if I press... Yeah. So now, you can see where all the next ship parts are. So all the stars are different ship parts. That means that we can simply go get them later, in the next day when we come back. But it's a lot easier than just going in blind. Let's see. I'm actually going to leave... No, I'm going to pick them up. There's no reason not to because they're already leaves. But yes, so the longer a Pikmin is left in the ground, the longer it'll go in its maturity cycle. So there are a lot of Pikmin that when you get them out of the ground, they will already be leaves or buds at least. I mean flowers or buds at least, because they matured overnight, or at least during the time you left them. But it's nighttime and it's time to leave. 2 days since impact. It appears that many of the ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Then I'd only have to press plus to locate my parts. Well, Olimar, we actually just did that, so we're better. We're much better now. Yet there seems to be many hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship. Stand in front of it and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen. So that's actually made it to be a big deal. In all the times I played this game, that I've never used that mechanic. But yeah, as you can see, we lost 5 in battle today. But we sprouted 93 new Pikmin, so that's a pretty good increase. We have a total of 29 yellows and 84 reds. 3 parts. We got 2 today. And we have 27 remaining. Honestly, I think all in all, that was a pretty good day. So let's save. And that was a good second day. So, on the next episode, we're going to go back into the Forest of Hope and look for the parts that we're still missing. See you guys then.